Hey everybody, Wingapo. So, I ran an errand today and I wanted to get back. I wanted to do a lot of writing and I was like, you know what? I really gotta spend some time away from my email because I just keep checking to see if any of my articles got accepted. And then I looked over to this computer and I was like, oh, my email was open. But the longing will take up the whole screen. So I'll get away from my email. I've only checked it like 4 times today, I think. That's pretty good. It's like past 2:30. That's pretty good. Yeah, I got 7 articles out there. So I can't wait to see if any of them got accepted. There are always like a few babies, article babies, where I'm like, oh, I really want them to get accepted so badly. And some I'm like, yeah, this one's like even edgier, and like they all have like different feelings, kind of like when you send them out there. And one of them got accepted yesterday, and this was like it's like pretty much like the craziest thing I've ever written, and the craziest thing I've actually ever seen published to the internet. So I'm really proud of it. Like I was writing it, and I was like, I think it's funny, like and I'm so proud of it. Like Jerry Seinfeld, who says he doesn't have a favorite Seinfeld episode because they're all his babies, and he tried the best he could with each of them. And I was like, I'm just so proud of this baby. I'm proud of them equally, but like this was a really special baby, and all babies are special, but this one was really weird and crazy and funny. Like, I was like, I just wanted to get accepted, like just like maybe when you have like a weird, crazy, funny baby, and you're like, I just want like them to make some friends and like, you know, not even like fit in, but just like make some friends. And my baby made some friends. Um, I was just so excited. It's called. I originally called it 10 Exciting Things to Do in New York City, but they changed the title to something more normal, which is like 10 things to do in New York City when you've already tried everything else, or something like that. And it's on Thought Catalog. It's by Rachel Friedman, and I hope you enjoy reading it. It's like a joke to say exciting things in New York City because it's it's like it's like kind of like performance art things to do in New York City. Kind of like one of them was like number 6. Like it was number 6. Like go in a cab and ask them to take you to Governor's Island, which is only accessible by ferry, so the cab can't take you there. So I made like all these jokes about things to do in New York City that like don't make any sense, but like aren't illegal. Um, but then I guess the real joke is like how you would really do it is like the joke would be like you get into a cab and it's like you want to go uptown and you're like, take me to Governor's Island, and you just like kind of see the reaction. And you're like, nah, I'm really going uptown. Like you just make a joke to the cabbie. You don't like you wouldn't like. It occurred to me that like some people might do this, like less socially intelligent people would take it too seriously and like literally get into a cab, bother a cabbie, make them stop. I mean, they're working people, right? Get in, ask them to take them to Governor's Island, and then when the cabbie says they can't go there, like get out, and then like they lose that time. The cabbie loses that time. So like you don't do that, but like they're just like jokes you can make. Like I don't know how many of them you do literally, but like, it's just like a conceptual, theoretical, hypothetical, funny like jokes. But Thought Catalog, the editors there are really smart and they know exactly what's funny. Like I always say that they're like some demographics of people like in their training or um like just how they were hired. Like some people definitely know exactly what is funny and what is not funny. Like I think doctors and nurses are actually really trained in what's funny and not funny because they have to diagnose like mental illness, and a lot of mental illness is like criminal behavior. So they have to know what's funny and what's not funny. Um, Like, this is really sad. I was thinking about this recently. Like, when I was a little kid, my sister was also a little kid, and she told me about this kid at school. They're going over New Year's resolutions. And he said, my New Year's resolution is to remember to feed my turtle. And we all, my whole family started laughing and laughing and laughing. And the other day, I was like, you know what? That's not funny. That's not funny. You should remember to feed your turtle. Um, it's not uptight to say that either. Like, it's not a funny joke. Um, and like a doctor or nurse would know that. So what's like a funny version of something you could say? You know, some people will come up with that. A New Year's resolution about feeding your turtle. Maybe there is one. You should feed your turtle on time, the right amount, every day. Or maybe veterinarians know more about that. If maybe a veterinarian, the right veterinarian might find that funny, but I'm not going to say why. And maybe the little kid knew that. So anyway, let's play some Longing. I think I'm pretty good at knowing what's funny, what's not funny. You can kind of tell it in your face. I heard sometimes somebody told me, like, Rachel, what you do is you're so polite and you want to laugh like when other people say that something is funny, that you and sometimes like people troll you when you do laugh at the right times. So so what you do is you find something funny and you don't laugh. You hold the laugh in and then you release it at an unfunny joke, because I don't really I don't like a fake laugh very good. But it doesn't mean that I found an unfunny joke to be funny. It's important in life, I think, to know what is funny and not funny. You know, somebody told me SNL isn't funny, and I was like, you know what? The first time I saw it, I was at a friend's house and I was just watching it, and I didn't laugh, and they kept laughing, and they're like, Rachel, this is funny. Or maybe that was like another movie or something. um, you know, why is that important though? It's just, I think, like, I'm always like, God could have made our souls in any shaped body. I think He put us in little gardener bodies, like we're meant to garden, like number one. I mean, obviously, we're meant to love people and be loving, caring creatures, number one, but it could have looked like a different body. I think we're made to be like little gardeners. Um, and like gardening, professional gardening, I was always like, we all look like different shapes a lot of the time. Like, that was surprising for me at first. I was surprised that they hired me. I mean, because probably hundreds of people applied for the position, and I was like low 5 foot something, like 5 foot 1.5, like 120 pounds, and it was a 9 to 5 seasonal position, lifting 50 pounds, which I could do. And But like different, what I learned over time is that different shapes. I was like, is it because I went to Barnard? But I think employers do know quite a bit about you. Like, they say in school you have a permanent record. I really believe in the permanent record. Like, they know I went to camp and did the nature unit. They know I went to Israel and went on 3-day hikes and didn't complain. They they know I went to New Jersey Governor's School in the Environment. They know I did the Barnard greenhouse, and I was like a really good worker there, and I improved a lot. It was like one of my first jobs, and she invited me back to be the one gardener to do the whole summer. Um, and you know, yeah, they know I did the nature unit camp. I lived in a tent. So they know my permanent record. They know I went on field trips and didn't complain. In all kind of nature environments, all seasons, and maybe that I grew up in Saddle River. I mean, they would see on my resume that I'm from Saddle River, which is like I'm not supposed to say where I'm from. Nixon. But it's a place in like one of the most densely populated most populated counties in the most densely populated state, which is like a suburb of New York City, and it's like all forest. Like, there are a lot of zoning laws here, So, and I grew up here, so like as a kid, I would just be outside playing in the forest. Like they have your whole permanent record. But different shaped gardeners are really useful. Like as a small gardener, I'm very close to the ground, so if someone's like, "Oh, we missed that weed," like on the way to lunch, I'm like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like only 5 feet away from it, and I just reach down and grab it, and like that's really helpful. And if we ever get locked out of the potting shed and someone needs to climb in through a window, you know, someone can lift me up. I'm really light on my feet. I'm a good climber. I have a lot of upper body strength. I think sometimes small people are very strong because when you grow up small, you know, you just want to climb up on things. And then, you know, big gardeners, they're really good with their biceps. Like they can dig a hole just with their biceps all day long. I have to use my whole body. So, you know, but then I end up getting muscles like everywhere. And then like the big gardeners get like really big biceps. So I think we're meant to be little gardeners. But I think we're also meant to be little funny people too. Like I think God has a sense of humor when you look at how animals look like. You know, he has like a real sense of humor. And like, I mean, like, did you see this morning on Live with Kelly and Ryan, Gelman's and Kelly's dogs? Oh my God, they're so cute. They're just like hilarious. They're so cute. And you just know, you know, God has a sense of humor when you see their cute little expressions. And apparently they're siblings. Maybe vets know more about that. But like I don't think he could have created like a cuter pair of siblings, but he has, and he does every day. But basically no. And oh my God, Georgia! Oh my God, Georgia! Oh my God. So I think it is important to know like what's funny and what's not funny. I bet that turtle was really funny, just intrinsically. Like they didn't have to like say that they forgot to feed it to like make a joke, you know. Oh, I know a good turtle joke. Okay. Knock knock. Who's there? Interrupting turtle. Interrupting. Okay, let's play the longing. Hey, I talked less at the beginning than Kelly Ripa. I think if they go over and if Kelly goes over, let's face it, and they can't do the lie game, the truth and lie game, I think that mug that they give them should come out of Kelly's personal salary. Here we go. Let's go back to the last. Boy, that was a lot of reading. Sometimes when you read a book for the second time, you get like more engaged in it. It's just like it's just such a fun read. Is that coal I see? Please, sir, I want some more. Nope, 'twas not to be. But 'twas not to be. Remember when we tried to go that way? That didn't work. Oh, can you go that way? Should we try that? It's really gives me like an arrow there.